Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to your hardcore glutes workout. Once again, I apologize. I'm hoping this is my last time recording on YouTube instead of Facebook. For some reason, I didn't have access. But welcome. My name is Jenna, fitness coordinator in Bedford. And we're going to get started with our workout today. You don't need weights. Weights are totally optional. But if you are looking for muscle growth, muscle mass growth, you can add some weights, medium, light, heavy, whatever you're feeling. Mostly glutes, lower body, core. We have 45 minutes. We'll do a quick warm up, and then we have 2 blocks today. So I am using my webcam, so I'm just going to make sure you can see me. So I might just be moving my screen a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and get started with the warm up. We're going to start in a nice low squat. So your toes are pointed out, heels are in. Come nice and low, hands touch the ground. Open up to the right side and just hold that stretch. Again, lots of core and glutes today. Our favorite, my favorite. Hopefully one of your favorites too. Back to the middle to the other side. Reaching on up. Hope everyone had a great weekend. We're back starting off the week strong. Good. One more the other side. Reach all the way up and back. Awesome. Bring it up to standing. We're going to work on some inchworms. Keep your feet where they are, about shoulder width apart. Hinge back with your hips. Walk it all the way out to that plank. Once you come out far in that plank, bring it all the way back in. And again, back to standing. Leave with your head all the way down. Let's go for 5. And back down. Two more. Want to warm up our lower body, get our core engaged, get things moving, get the blood flowing. One more before we begin our 2 blocks today, as usual. Each block has about 3 exercises, followed by some core. Of course, got to squeeze that core in. And then we're going to end it off with just some body weight squats, or just dynamic movements. Again, open up those joints. Make sure we're ready to go. Let's go for 10. Good. Halfway. Squeeze that core. One more. Awesome. All right, we're going to get into our workout. Again, grab whatever you need. Water, weights or no weights if you want a mat. If you're going to be on the floor. We're going to start with block 1. We are going to start with a squat to a good morning. So for that, just as we did facing the front, you're coming all the way down into a squat. Hips are back here. And then when you come up, we're going into a good morning, which is when you bring your hips all the way back, slight bend in your knees, come all the way back up. And I'll show you that from the side. Again, squat, you're sitting back. And that good morning, you're just folding over, hinging at the hips until you feel that pull in your hamstrings. So the squat into the good morning is 1. You're doing 10 of those. After that, you'll move into your lateral lunge to a balance. So I'm lunging to the side with my toes facing forward, lunge to balance. Again, sitting back into that hip to balance, squeezing my core at the top, and that's going to be 8 each side. And then we'll finish off with some sumo squats. That sumo stance is wider than our normal stance, so our toes are on the outside of our shoulders. And you're squatting, so you're just going directly down instead of back with your hips. That would be a deadlift. So for the squat, you want to keep it upright. Just think of going down with our butt and back up. Notice how I'm in a nice wide stance. We're doing sumo squats for 10. So those are your 3 exercises. Again, one more time. First one, 10 reps, squat to good morning. That's 1 rep. 10 of those. Then you have a lateral lunge to the hold at the top, 8 each side. And then you can switch, and then 10 sumo squats all the way down into that squat and back up. All right, so set up. If you need weights, now is the time to grab them. I'm going to do body weight today, but feel free to use whatever you'd like. Are we ready? Making sure we're streaming. Perfect. All right, we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1 with those squats to good mornings for 10. Go ahead, take your time. Remember, full body squat, so full depth. You can bring your arms in for that good morning as you fold in half, slight bend in the knees. You can do whatever with your hands. If you have a weight, maybe you're holding it in front of your chest here and then keeping it in tight for that good morning if you're using that weight. Good work. Here's 7. And we're going to do each block twice today. And we usually do that, but just same thing as usual. 2 more. Gotta give me that last rep. Nice and low, all the way back with those hips folded over. Good. Nice job with that first exercise. Let's go into those lunges with the hold. You're going to squeeze your core at the top, find that pause for a second, and then back into the lunge. Here we go for 8. We're breathing nice and slow, deep into that stretch, sitting back in that lunge. Good. Halfway there. 6. Good work, team. 2 more. You're feeling it in that one side. Good. Switch to the other side. I'm going to do my left. I'll face this way. Make sure your toes stay forward and you step out as far out as you can. So I'm stepping out so far that my other leg here is fully extended. It's straight. Here's 6. Give me 2 more. You got it. 7. Push, hold. 8. Squeeze. Perfect. 8 each side. Now we have our sumo squats. For 10, all the way down in 3, 2, 1. Nice wide squat. We're down. Knees are pushed out. They're driving out, even on the way up. That's the trick. You're going to feel this more on the inside of your legs, or those adductors here. And that's okay. The stance is a little bit wider, so you might feel it in some different places than usual. Again, that's totally normal. 2 more. Here's 9. Last one. Push through. 10. Awesome work. Let it go. Round 1 is done. Again, if you're feeling like that was a little bit easy, maybe grab some weights, a pair of dumbbells, any household item you have around you. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy, but whatever you can use around the house, I think is helpful. All right. Are we ready for round 2? Again, we're going back to those squats with the good morning, and then we'll do our core work. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. We're going for 10. Again, the squat in the good morning is just 1 rep. So I made it a little more complex today. As the weeks go on, adding in new moves, starting with simple moves and then making them more complex. Core should be on fire the whole time, engaged, stabilizing you through every single movement. We don't want any lower back pain, any knee pain. If something feels uncomfortable, you can look to other options. Awesome work here. Let's go for 2 more. Hold those shoulders down and back. Yep. Nice job, team. Last one. Nice big squat. Into our good morning. Beautiful. Take that rest. First exercise is done. We're going back into our lateral lunges to that hold, squeezing your core. I want you to try here. After that lunge, you're pushing off. Instead of just doing that really quick, I want you to take that time to find the balance in hold, squeeze, pressing into the ground. For 8 each side. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Step it out to the side. Good. Find that balance. Good. 2. All the way to the side. Distribute your weight evenly when you come into the center. Need 2 more. You've got this. Get nice and strong. Last one. Hold it. Perfect. All right, we are switching to the other side. My left side's a little bit more challenging. That's okay if you find one side is more challenging than the other. That's why we do these things and we do one side at a time unilaterally so we can figure out what we need to work on. That's okay. I might need to work on my left side. Let's lunge it out. But again, focus, find that balance. Foot is flat on the ground. Whoops. Sometimes you topple over, like me. No one's perfect. Halfway. Good work here. Keep it up. Maybe 2 more. Maybe that last nice rep. Or 8. Good work. Nice job there. We are on to our sumo squat. And we're going in for 10 reps. Here we go. Feet are on the outside of my shoulders again. My heels stay in. My knees drive out on the way down. And they stay out on the way up. Hands can be anywhere close to your body. Here we go. And you might feel more tension on those adductors and your inner thighs. That's what you should be feeling. In addition to your glutes. Halfway. Good. Keep it going. Good. Can you go 2 more? I know you can. 10. Awesome. All right, let it go. We did our 2 rounds, so grab some water. Take a little bit of rest here. And then we have our core. So after each block, we do it 2 times. We have our core work. I'm going to demonstrate the core exercises for you, and we're also going to go through those twice before we move on to the second block. How are we feeling so far? Hopefully good. Warmed up. Feeling good. Awesome. So this first exercise, we're doing windmills. 10 each side, and then we're doing plank shoulder taps, 20 total. So for this windmill, your feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. I like to have my toes kind of pointed out. That's just how my natural stance is. What you're doing, either with a weight or without a weight. I'm going to put one hand up to the sky, and my other hand palm is going to be facing up. The hand that is facing up with my palm is sliding down the side of my leg, touching my toe, while I'm looking past my fingertip up to the right, feeling it's in my core, side, all the way down, and then coming all the way back up. So that's 1. So for this, again, you're turning your body towards that hand, and you're coming down to the side over this left hand, keeping everything else still moving for 10 each side. Now, if you want more of a challenge, for example, I have this 15-pound kettlebell, which is going to be way too heavy for me because this is an over-the-head weighted core exercise. So you want to be careful and definitely start light with this. This is something that takes time and practice to work on. So for me, this would be a little bit too much, but I'm looking up and over that weight and then coming back up. So that's 10 each side. 2 options there with weight or no weight. And then plank shoulder taps. I think we all know these. We're going to get a shoulder workout in here too. In your high plank. So my hands are right under my shoulders. As usual, my shoulders are rolled back. I have a flat back, neutral spine. Widen your stance a little bit to help you out because you're going to be just moving that hand across the shoulder for those shoulder taps. Notice how I'm still while I'm doing this. I'm not rocking side to side. You're not going to get as much core engagement. So keep it still. Another option here. My knees are together, just like my half plank. That's totally fine. You can widen that stance with your knees and do the same thing with those shoulder taps for 20. So that's your second option. You have two options for both of these. Again, the windmills are going to be 10 each side, weight or no weight, and the shoulder taps 20 total, high plank or a half plank. So let's start with those windmills when you're ready. Nice and slow. This is a controlled exercise. It's a lot to think about at once. So working several systems at once. It's great for us. Arms above our head. My right arm is up. My left arm, palm is up, and I'm sliding down the side of my leg, almost trying to touch my toe if I can. Once I'm all the way down, I'm coming back up. I should feel that in my obliques, the side of my core, because I'm leaning. Controlling all the way down, that's the trick. And breathing, of course. Good, here's 5, halfway. This one takes a little bit more time, but a little bit more focus on these movements. That's okay. Go ahead, give me 3 more. Keep it nice and strong. Nice work. See that last one. Look past those fingertips, lean and back up. Good. If you're feeling that in your side, in a good way, if you're not feeling any pain, if you're feeling it in your lower back, you need to squeeze your core more, bring belly button towards your back as you're doing this exercise. I'm going to move to the other side. So again, I'm getting into my stance about shoulder width apart, how I naturally stand, my toes come out. On my other hand is coming up, flipping my palm to the other side and leaning for 10. Then looking past my fingertips, notice everything is controlled on the way down. Breathing through this exercise. So really feel that core already fired up and engaged. Seems like it would be a nice, relaxed exercise, but it's really not. There's a lot to think about here. Awesome work so far. Good, let's go for 2 more. Push ourselves to the end. You can do this. You are strong and capable. Last one. All right, and that's 10. Let it go. Nice job. Sure, we're feeling it. Let's move into those high planks with shoulder taps for 20. High plank or half plank, whatever you are choosing to do today that feels best for you is perfect. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's do those shoulder taps with those steady hips for 20. If you want to go fast and get them over it, that's fine. Just make sure those hips stay down. Good. I'm halfway at 10. Squeezing. Shoulders are getting a workout. 1 more. Perfect. Bring it back in. You're done with that first round. 1 more round of this core. We'll introduce block number 2 with our glutes, exercises, and more core to end it off. All right, so again, windmills. All that focus, 10 each side. If you want to hold weight above your head, it's going to make it more of a challenge in a good way. So you have so many things around the room I could potentially use. What can I use? Oh, that's okay. I'll just do body weight today. I always say just body weight, and then I try to pick up weights. I'm going to go full body weight today. 10 each side, leaning, lean, look past that hand. Good. For 10. Keep it in tight. Down side of the leg, touching the toe. Good work. Is that core working? We're feeling it. Here's 7. We got 3 more. Really nice focus. Let's get that last rep. Last time. You go. All right, let it go. Shake it out. We're going to move to the other side for 10. This one's a lot more time consuming than those shoulder taps. We flew through those. We're spending a little bit more time focusing on what our body's feeling, what's working, our brains are working. We're doing a few things at once. We're going to maintain that focus, like past the fingertip, engage the core. It's a lot to think about. Nice. Moving all the way to the side. So you're already halfway. So don't stop it now. Let's finish this set. Last time with these. Two more. Go, finishing it off. Last windmill of the day. All right, let it go. Nice job. That one's also a workout because we're holding that arm up there. Who knew we were doing just more than glutes in hardcore glutes? All right, are we ready? Plank shoulder taps to finish off this block. Then we're on to the next one. Halfway there. High plank or half plank. Widen the stance in the back. Nice flat back. Let's do it. Nice and quick. Here's 10 halfway. Two more. Good. Let it go. Grab some water. Nice job. Shake it out. Really great work. For block 2, 3 new exercises to bring in. The first one is a static glute bridge with leg switches. And then we have squat pulses, and then we have leg raises. So what we're going to do on the floor for that static glute bridge switches, I'm just going to make sure you can see me. And sorry, I'm using my webcam. It's much easier with my phone. Hopefully by Thursday I'll be able to be on Facebook Live with my phone. Should be awesome. So for this static glute bridge, what that means is that you're staying up in that glute bridge for the whole set. So driving through my heels, coming all the way up, squeezing my glutes and core at the top. From here, one leg comes up. Even when I put that leg down, my hips are still up. So nothing is changing about that. It's just the leg switch for 16 total. Feel that in your hamstrings. After those 16, we're coming up. We're doing squat pulses. So you're going to stay nice and low. I'm going to get into a squat position. So my toes are out, my heels are in. You're going for 20 at the bottom of the squat. So you're here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice how I'm not coming up. So for that 20, I want you to be nice and low, squeezing your glutes, core, quads, everything. And then after that, we'll be doing lateral leg raises, 10 each side. If you want to hold on to something, like I have this railing here, you're going to be starting with your feet together, so more in that narrower stance that we don't usually stand in. I'm bringing my leg to the side, working that hip, the outside here for 10. Have a slight bend in your knee and really squeeze the core for 10. Controlling the way in, and then you're going to switch sides, 10 each side. All right? So again, those are 3 exercises, 2 times through, ended off with some core work. So we're down on the floor. These glute bridges, just 16 switches total or 8 each side, alternating sides as we go. So start with your hands by your side, push up into that bridge for 16. Keeping everything else steady. Hips are staying where they are. I'm lifting up, driving through my heels, squeezing my hamstrings. Halfway. I'm not so worried about how high your leg is going to go. I'm more worried about how high you are in that glute bridge. And are you feeling it? Are you working your glutes, your core, your hamstrings? Two more. All right, let it go. Nice job with that first exercise. Let's come back up. Squat pulses for 20. Remember, this is at the bottom. Seems simple, but you will feel the burn. It's one of my favorites. If you can add some weight here at the bottom, that's awesome too. Even more of a challenge if you're feeling up to it today. I'm going to stick with just myself. We're going to go for 20 in 3, 2, 1. Nice and low. You're halfway, so 10 more. Good work here. Now keep it low. You've got this. Last one. Good. Lateral leg raises again, 10 each side. If you'd like to hold on to something, you can to find that balance. It's a little tricky. But we're going to go for 10 each side. Again, slight bend in your knee. Here we go. Halfway. So we're going for 10. Working that hip. We should be feeling it in the side of our leg here. Let's switch to the other side for 10. Here we go. Nice work so far. Halfway. Working that core as well. We should be feeling that again in the side of the glute. One more. Good. All right, shake it out. Ooh. Nice work. We're going to go one more time through here, and then we will do our core. How are we feeling? Glutes are on fire like mine are. Awesome. All right, last round. Let's make it the best one. Yeah, we're on the floor in our glute bridge. Can you challenge yourself to lift those hips up a little bit higher, squeeze a little bit more? As we're switching your legs for 16 total. So again, my hands are by my side, pressing up. This is the holding position for 16. Good work here, team. Halfway. Keep it up. Keep those hips high. You're squeezing your core. I hope so. Nice. Do one more each side. Lifting up. 16. All right. Rock it out. Sometimes I like to stay down here. Need to loosen up a little bit. We are on to our pulses. Our favorite. So we're staying low for 20. I'll give you a second, then we'll get into that position. Plenty of time. All right, here we go. Let's pulse it out in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. For 20. Keep your chest up. Nice job halfway. And feel this in your quads as well. Breathing. 2 more. Nice and strong. Good, let it go. And then finally our leg raises. I'll give you guys a second. The last exercise here. All right, so I'm going to hold on to my reeling. Maybe you're just doing it without anything. That's okay. For 10, here we go. Lifting up to the side. Control on the way down. Good, give me 5 more. Lifting up. 2 more. Good, nice job. All right, other side, here we go. Let's do this. You're looking nice and strong today. Keep up the great work. 3 more. Yes, you can. Woo! All right, let it go. Nice job. Let's move my computer so you can actually see me. Hello. We have our core work to end off this block. You have bicycle crunches for 30 total, and then you have a 1-minute plank. We're going to do that. We're going to try to do it 2 or 3 times. Then we'll end it off with a stretch. I'm just going to make sure we have our spacing here. So bicycle crunches, I'll show you. You're laying down on the floor. For this, your back stays on the floor. So I'm bringing my legs up. Even when I crunch here, my right leg comes to my left knee. So I'm crossing over diagonally. 30 total. So 15 each side. And my lower back stays on the ground. Middle back and upper back core squeeze you towards the floor for 30. After that, you have your 1-minute plank. 2 options. As usual, the first one, just a regular plank, could be on your elbows or high plank. So starting in our position on your toes, flat back, you're not dipping, but you're not coming up too high. You're somewhere right in the middle for 1 minute. And we're going to come down, rest, bicycle crunches again, plank again. So the only thing that's timed here is the plank. Grab my timer. All right. So we're going to start with the crunches. I'm going to face this way for 30. In 3, 2, 1. You can have your hands behind your bed. Here we go. Take your time here. Get nice and strong. Breathing, exhaling. Good. Halfway. You've got it. Two more. Good. Nice job. Take that rest. Let's just sit here for a second. We have our plank coming up. We have 1 minute on the clock. You either choose to do that plank on your elbows, high plank, or kneeling plank. If you are unsure if you can do the full minute, go as long as you can. If you need to take a second and move back into your plank for the rest of the minute, that works too. As long as you're giving it your best. For 1 minute. Are you ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 1 minute. We're holding nice and strong. We're not wiggling. Good work. You're 20 seconds in. Make sure your hands are right underneath yourself so it's easier for you to hold that position. Sometimes when we bring it out too far, it's really tricky. So keep it in nice and tight. Over halfway. Good work. Here's 15 more seconds and you're done. Squeeze. Lower it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Come on into your seal stretch from here. Nice job with that first plank. We're just going to stretch it out. Re-challenge yourself this time to go a little bit further if you didn't get that whole minute. That's okay. Maybe 40 seconds, 45 seconds. Grab some water. Go back to our bicycle crunches for 30. All right. One more. And be ready laying on our back. Feel your core already engaged as you're getting into your position. Remember, your back is staying on the ground. Opposite knee to elbow. Here we go. Good work. Halfway. One more each side. Good. Let it go. Awesome work. You have one more plank. Take about 30 seconds before we get into it. One last time. And then we'll end it off with a stretch. Our last thing today is to really challenge yourself with this plank. You never know how far you can actually go or how long you can hold that plank. Give it your all. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. 1 minute on the clock. Hands under shoulders. You're on your toes. Core is squeezing. Head is looking down slightly, but your chin is not tucked. Nice job so far. You're 30 seconds in. Hold it for 20 more. If you can. Good. Last 10. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Nice job. Ooh. We are done with our last walk and core work. Let's do a nice stretch. We're going to stretch out our legs. Grab your ankle, line up your knees, push through this hip here to feel this in your quad or the front of your leg. We're holding. If you need to hold on to something, feel free. Good. Take that same leg that is up, kick it out onto your heel, hinge back. Grab the right toe with your left hand. Should be sitting all the way back, feeling this through the back of your leg. Good. Bring it back up, other side. So start with that quad stretch, lining up your knees, pushing through your hips. Really pull to feel that stretch. You want to come over for an extra stretch. Breathing. Good. Kick that same leg out in front. Again, we're hinging back, grabbing the toe with the opposite hand. Good. Good. Let's widen your stance, so wider than our shoulders. Hands come all the way down to the ground. You can extend your legs. If you're having trouble, you can widen your stance a little bit more to try to get those hands flat on the ground in front of you. And just hold. Feel this stretch all the way down to the calves. Okay, let's walk it forward to that downward dog. So hands come forward. I can readjust my feet here. Push back into those heels and shoulders. And when you're ready, pedal it out so one heel comes down to the ground at a time, pushing into the ground. It's okay if you're not touching the ground with the heel. Good. One leg's going to come through for pigeon pose, coming over that front hip. The closer you arch the ground, the more stretch you'll feel. Come over that back toe, so you're just flat forward. Good, and we're switching, so my other leg is going to come through. Same thing over that front leg, over the toe, on top of that hip. Good, same as we just did a few minutes ago, still stretch so both my legs come behind me, on my hands or my palms, pushing up, feeling that in my lower back and my core. If you want to move side to side, feel that stretching around the sides. Good. Take your time breathing. We're going to finish it off in the child's pose, so heels together. Your butt is going to sit back to your heels. My arms are reaching all the way forward. You can put your head on the ground. Good. Walk your hands to the right side. We're going to stretch one side at a time in our child's pose. We're going to come back through the middle to the left side here. Go back to center. We're going to go through downward dog again to stand up. So last time pushing through that last stretch. You walk your hands into your feet. Walk your feet in just a little bit, roll it up nice and slow. Maybe roll your shoulders back. And bring it forward. Good. Awesome work. Great job today with your hardcore glutes class. Hope to see you guys next Tuesday at 12:15 virtually, hopefully on Facebook Live next week. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.